Yeah, we're on there now, mate. Good evening and welcome to round 6 of COS Tier 1 Racing. You join us today for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's been said that a win here is worth 2 anywhere else, with the track being narrow and with many elevation changes, still making it one of the most demanding tracks in the calendar year. The track itself is a little over 2 miles long with 1 DRS zone down the pit straight. Monaco has 19 corners in total, 9 to the right and 10 to the left, with a lap being complete inside just 69 seconds, and it is still considered the ultimate test of driving skills in Formula 1 today. Track position is everything around here, so we can expect a couple of close shaves with the barrier in qualifying, with everyone trying to get as much out of the car as possible. Traditionally a one-stop track, Pirelli being that bring the hyper, ultras and super soft, as well as wet and intermediate compounds. I'm joined by my good across the pond friend Callie. How are we, mate?
We're doing well today. Thank you very much, Ricky. We're here at Monaco today. As you had said, it's a prestigious race, a glamorous location. This race has been run since 1929, and it's widely considered to be one of the most important and prestigious automobile races in the world. With this, the Indy 500, and of course the 24 Hours of Le Mans making up the triple crown of motorsports.
Yeah, as you say, the most prestigious track in the F1 calendar. Personally, I believe that F1 has outshone Monaco now, and don't think it merits a position on the calendar, but how F1 Liberty do. And like I say, 69 seconds probably isn't even good enough for a top 10 position around here.
Yep, we're looking at, sub 1 minute times here. This will be a very, very fast, interesting day.
Yeah. Everyone's going to be struggling for track position around here. There's not much room, so it really is a case of get out and get one in. Looks like Dobby's got track position though, as we go on board with him. So he reaches up to 7th gear before turning right into Saint-Devant, a 90-degree turn. Heads up, just avoids the car. Nice little left-hander here as he turns into Mazanet. Just before you go into Casino Square and Casino Corner in turn 4, all the way down at the end of Sector 1 as you turn right for Maribor. And you got the most famous hairpin in the world, the Fairmont hairpin, as slow as 30 miles per hour. Quick right-hander in 3rd gear as you come down to Portier. And now it's flat out through the tunnel, through turn 9, as you head into heavy braking zone, Nouvelle chicane. Jenson Button famously went straight on down there, as you may recall. My favourite corner in the track, Tubac, turn 12, before we go in the infamous swimming pool section, flat out. And here we go, heading up into Rascasse now. Slow 3rd, 2nd gear corners before you got to find your braking point and turn right down the pit straight. Al pumps in a 1.9 for his first flyer. Yeah, so Al sets the early pace.
Yeah, he sets that early pace with that 109.019.
Oh, yeah.
Dobby with a 109.704. Yep. 6/10 behind him there.
Oh, as we see, Fruitful just skipped the chicane. And we got a slow. Yeah, it was Chris getting out of the way. Fair play. So, Callie, I'm going to ask you now. Top 3, who do we fancy?
Top 3, I'm watching Al today. I'm watching Thomas. And, we didn't see Zio Bandino last time at our last outing. So I'm going to keep my eye on him today for a possible top 3.
Race Boy's on his outlap. Let's go with Fruitful because he's on a flying lap. Aerial view. Well, I personally think Al, who we had a race with on Monday, is looking good for pole position. Not with that time because that will get beat. But in general, seems to be able to knock in the 1 minute 8.1 or 2. So I'd imagine it's around there for pole position. Welcome to the viewers who are watching the stream live via YouTube.
just in case one of those viewers is our co-commentator, Vish. Want to make sure he's having a nice vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Send a nice little shout out to him while he's out in Rome, I believe.
Yeah, does a cracking job when he's in the hot seat of commentating, so fair play, he deserves a break. Lovely section for the swimming pool. I think it's such a great sector. A nice view cam there of Fruitful as he enters the pit straight. Javi retired. What happened there? Oh, Tom's got a good penalty. There's collision.
Oh my.
Oh,
we've got a collision between Thomas
What's
and
going
Javi.
on? What's going on? Javi is out.
Taking the bad end of that.
He's out. He's bonkers. I'd love to see. Oh,
sometimes he's able to.
He's just clipped the wall there. Sorry, at turn 7, he hit the wall. So he's going to abort this one. I'm sure he's going to go straight on here. No, he is going to take it, but he is missing some front wing there. Wow. Wow, we got...
Sometimes when you have a big racing incident like that, you need to go back in the garage, calm your head a little bit, and then make sure you come out with the right frame of mind for the race. Even though you're probably starting at the back of the pack.
Yeah, I don't know if it was intentional or they were fighting for track position, but there is some sort of collision there, and I'm sure the stewards will be having a close look at that. So we got Fruitful who's entering the pits. So there's not many. Is Ross on a flyer? Ross looks like he's on a flyer. Takes the swimming pool section really nice. Slight clip in the wall. And again, lost some time there. Doesn't lock up his front left though.
Full-blown collisions on this tracker during qualifying is quite rare.
As Ross goes 6th with a 1 minute 10.5. It's good enough for 6th at the minute, but I got a feeling with half a field not putting the time yet, that won't be good enough as King Jack gets ready to set up a fast lap. He's got track position now, he can go full blown. Didn't really enter the pit straight very well. But here we go as he heads into the Saint Devant. Takes it nicely. Terrible view. Yeah. Massenet, Casino Square, Casino. Raikkonen's retired for the day. I wonder if that's a connection problem because he hasn't actually put in a fast lap. That's a lovely camera. That's a lovely camera view.
Indeed.
Oh, he's clipped the 48 barrier. But I don't think there's any damage.
Oh, he's definitely not showing any signs of damage.
So it looks like everyone is on the hypersofts and as
King Jack's out!
King's out! I think he broke too late or he just tried to skip it and bang! What was that?
I don't know, but King hit the wall.
King is dead, there's got yellow flags. He is out. He is out of qualifying and people have got to be careful there. They have to slow as the RN7 comes through. That is in the wrong position. I would absolutely cancel my lap now. I would box.
He's in a very precarious situation.
Oh yes. As we expected, many casualties already in qualifying. Just trying to get that extra 10th, to get that extra position.
We've already got 4 out of qualifying.
This is unbelievable. I know this is Monaco, but if you can keep your nose clean, you might get a bloody good chance at some good points here.
Fruitful Coot shooting up there to 109.1.
Yeah, but that was his second set of hypers, so... Or was that on the same set? Still on board with RN7, he takes 48, really nice. Gets a bit of the curb. Al goes 108.2, and that could be good enough for pole position. That could be good enough right there. Nicely taken by 7 through the Noble chicane. Has to be said as we go on board through to back. But he slightly clips the curb, the barrier. He's got a slow Ferrari. Looks like Fruitful.
We've got yellow flags in sectors 1, 2, and 3. Now all sectors are clear.
7 cancels. So who is on a flyer? We got Sean. who's just... Well, he's not going to flyer this time because looks like he's on an outlap. Let's have a look who's... So, Aid's on a flyer by the looks of it because he's taking this pretty quickly. Never mind, forget what I just said because that was ridiculously slow. Here we go, here we go. Yep, gets a good exit.
On board with Chris to Logan right now, who's moving around the track. He's got some traffic in front of him.
Yeah,
now.
there's a car behind Aid, so he's going to be getting held up. It looks like it's Chris. Yeah, it's Chris. They're both on flyers, so unfortunately, Chris has not picked a good time to go out on a flyer. Aid looks like he's really struggling with his setup here because it's precariously slow. Yeah. Takes up really quite nicely, but goes a bit wide on the exit. Oh, he's lost his back end. Oh, I thought he was going to dunk it. Yeah, he's 3.8. Chris might get a nice little toe through the tunnel, but this is going to hurt him in Sector 3, I'm afraid. Yeah. Takes up very nicely, Aid. Oh. Yeah. And Chris is all the while getting held up. We're on board with Chris now. He's just getting held up all the time as he clips the barrier.
Tagged the wall a little bit.
Oh, we got a slow Ferrari. No, it's a Cyber.
Okay,
it's Sean.
got out of the way.
Oh, they've got to cancel. They got to cancel this. This is no good.
Oh yeah, Chris bailing out right there, headed back into the pits.
He crosses the line. He doesn't improve. So yeah, quite a slow lap there from Aid.
Yeah, you know, that's just a tough situation. You're trying to out-qualify the car that's in front of you.
Fredo improves 109.5.
by him, you know?
Sorry to interrupt you there, mate, but Fredo has just improved to P4. He goes ahead of Dobby. 3-4 looks like he's on one. Oh no, he's messed it up. Validated lap, surely. Yeah. Yeah, he's boxing. So Dobby's out. Dobby's out on fresh hypers.
Alright, I'll go on board with Dobby as he gets set to go for his fastest qualifying lap of the day.
Right, let's stay on board with Dobby as he enters Saint Devant. Dobby's an extremely quick driver. I'm not sure how he is around here. I haven't really raced him around here, but if he's anything like he is around the other tracks, then he's going to be up there for sure.
He's definitely showing no fear as he heads in through those turns.
Yeah. And what I see on Dobby is
he's going to make that beautiful hairpin turn here.
Yeah, he takes it really nice and tightly. The thing is with Dobby, what you're seeing is the fact that he's not locking up. There's no brake dust, so it looks like he's got his brake temps bang on right.
Yep.
Doesn't look like he's full throttle though.
No, he's getting ready. He just came out of the pits. I think he's winding up for one really fast run at it.
Yeah, we got a Haas close in, so that'll be Zio because Raikkonen's retired. Yeah, I'm surprised because I thought maybe Dobby's just getting track position because this is going to be his second lap. I think what he might be doing is getting his fuel down. No, he pits.
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
So Dobby will remain in second with his 108.750. Still a very fast time here.
Only 4 minutes left. Maybe he feels 108.7 is good enough for second. And he's saving himself a set of Vipers. Don't know, but let's see what Zio can do. He's on a flyer. Oh, some nice camera views around here. That isn't one of them. All hail the Haas Ferrari.
Indeed.
Normally I would congratulate the drivers' champion in F1 by now, but it was Lewis Hamilton, so I think we'll avoid that one. Nah, to be fair, he thoroughly deserved the title as much as it pains me to say that.
Hey, a 5-time champion.
Oh, mate, be quiet or you'll be kicked out of the commentary box.
Well, no, I was pulling for Ferrari all the way, all day, but
yeah, nah.
The time was right, and he's got number 5. Next year, Ferrari, let's see what they can do. I'm
oh, Zio!
Back in!
Tail slap it! It might cost him a few temps as I shit the dog up. See what he
Did you
does?
just call me a dog?
Nah. But he's on the ultra soft. He done it on the ultra soft. So I can't understand that. He's at Monaco and he's going on a harder compound. It's just madness. I know he's Italian and they are crazy, but to be fair,
definitely on a mover this lap, coming down to the famous horseshoe right here.
On board with
hairpin.
On board with Roland. Let's see what he does.
Zio Bandino getting a lot of wheel spin today.
Yeah. Well, Providers, where does he go? No, he's starting his fast lap now. Al goes faster with a 108.271.
Zio has to abort his lap because we've got Ross. It looks like Ross was into the wall. Definitely took some damage down here. He slowed down Zio's lap, so Zio aborted his run.
Yeah. But you got to remember, there's only 2 minutes left, so everyone will be coming out now. It's about to get very, very busy.
Well, the damage on Ross seems to be fairly substantial.
Yeah, he's boxed. That's it. That's his qualifying over. There's no way he'll be able to get in and get out. So I think Al might be going for one more run after this.
Zio also pulls into the pits. He'll end up with a 1:10.573 in 10th place.
Should go on board with Fredo. He's about to start his very last flying lap.
On board with J Ghosts 400, currently
placing
in 6th.
Raceboy better get a move on because his teammate Fredo is flying. As he locks up his front left.
In sector 2.
Yeah. So Ross is retired.
J Ghost is going to be held up by Thomas, who looks
Sean's
like he's
retired.
in a bit of traffic.
Where's Raceboy? Because I think. No, he's in the barrier! He's in the barrier!
Around.
Fredo's done it! He's clipped the barrier and that's hindered everyone's lap. That is not ideal. Yeah. He can't do nothing about it. It's just what happens is you take that so tightly that the back tires, because it's bigger, you just clip it. Unfortunately, he's wrecked his lap time.
And a couple others. I saw 2 other cars having to slow compromising their lap as well.
Dobby's on fire, but I don't know. Half a second is a hell of a lot to gain around here.
Oh, we've got Raceboy into the barrier. When he's coming up, trying to get past some slower traffic right there, he tags the wall. That's going to hinder his lap. Yeah. He'll probably end up in 4th, if not 5th.
Yeah, but second row isn't too bad around here. As we got
the
free
qualifying timer has expired.
Yeah, everyone who doesn't cross the line now will finish. Fredo's retired. Let's see what Fruitful's done.
Raceboy coming out of the tunnel right now, down into that series of left, right, left, where we saw the incident occur that slowed everybody up.
Yeah, Dobby's retired. Oh, what's the Force India doing? Who's that, Mitch? What are you doing, pal? Austin Powers moment.
Raceboy slightly impeded by Dobby, pulling into the pits right there as he comes down the backstretch to finish his lap.
Oh, mate.
And Raceboy will stay in 4th with a 109.333.
Dobby's got a 5 grid penalty. Collision with Mitch. That's oh, no way. Mitch was in the way. He couldn't have done anything. That's ridiculous. Chris across the line. He goes. P7. Tier 2 on tour. So I think we're good to say that Al's got pole position here because I think everyone's finished. Wow, carnage, and it's only qualifying. We got 39 laps of carnage.
We've got 11 cars currently grey after qualifying.
So we got Dobby's going to get a 5 grid penalty, so that puts Fruitful into 2nd, Raceboy into 3rd, Fredo into 4th, Ghost into 5th. And Chris into 6th.
Then we have the whole Javi incident yet to go and revisit. So who knows how many penalty points are going to be handed out today at the start.
Wow.
Now, the one thing we want to make sure is, of course, during the warm-up lap that's coming up here, we don't want to see any collisions.
Let's just remember that anyone who disqualifies himself from the formation lap will get a 10-second penalty. So let's go on board. You got Al, who's first, Dobby second, Fruitful third, Raceboy fourth, Fredo fifth, Ghost sixth, Chris seventh, Tier 2, woohoo! Thomas eighth, Aid ninth, Ross 10th, Zio 11th, Aaron some 12th, Profadas, Mitch, Sean, King Jake, Meeb, Raikkonen, and Javi.
So over here on the incident page, we've got Thomas with a grid penalty. It looks like we've got Dobby with a grid penalty as well for his collision with Mitch. A bunch of warnings handed out, but it looks like most of the carnage was between those two incidents. Yeah,
I don't think Dobby should get that demotion. That was not his fault.
Well, it seems the race gods have spoken, and unfortunately, he's going to have to deal with a little bit of a penalty today.
Well, maybe. I don't know what the stewards are going to say about that, but that is ridiculous if he's got a penalty for that. I hope it's something else.
And for all of our spooky friends out there in the rest of the world, happy Halloween. Hope you guys have a safe evening. Have some fun trick-or-treating out there. Yeah,
shout out to Two Spell, the apple catcher, who's currently apple bobbing at his Halloween party.
Bobbing for apples.
It's a shame because Two Spell is ridiculously fast around here. I'm sure he would have been in the top 4.
Right, I'm sure I would rather be in the top 5 here rather than having my head stuck in a bottle of water bobbing for apples too, but oh well, priorities prevail.
Yeah. So, we're on the formation. Well, there's a Williams who's gone doolally. It's Dobby. No, it's a Cyber, sorry. It's a Cyber.
No collisions, guys. Let's keep it clean. We want to make sure that this lap is clean and nobody makes contact with anyone else.
Position changes, tyres, interval. See, I like the position changes to begin with. Lap 1, position changes. It's worth noting that Fredo has overtaken the most cars. He has overtaken 22 cars in all the races. Behind him is Sayuza, who's unfortunately not with us today. So keep an eye on for Fredo. He does move through the field. I just can't understand people choosing to go on the harder compound in their first stint. Track position is everything around here.
Oh, we've got Raikkonen Kimi disqualified from the session.
Well,
he is out of the race.
Yeah, that's a penalty. That's a 10-second penalty added on. Whether or not he's just disconnected, I don't know if that's how it happens or whatnot, but yeah, for sure that'll be a penalty. So, we've got Zio on the Ultra Soft, the second hardest compound. You've then got Southern, Profadas, Sean, King Jake, Meeb, Raikkonen, and Javi. All going on the Super Soft, which I quite find strange considering it's very easy to lose a front wing around here. If you knock that front wing, that's your strategy out the window.
Okay, and they're starting to slow down here as they're coming up to the grid.
Well, Al doesn't want to be on the grid for too long because he'll lose the temperature in his tyres. Javi clips the... Oh, sorry, I got a bit excited there. Javi clipped the wall.
Alright, well, I'm going to go on board with Fruitful Coot, who's sitting in second place for this start. We should be an exciting couple turns.
Yeah, right, I'm going to go on board with Al. It's a terrible corner. It's a terrible camera view. But 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And let's go, go, go! Here at the Monaco Grand Prix. Truthful's got a great start, so is Al. The Red Bull up into 3rd. Ghost already up 3 positions, and it looks like a cleanly fit. Thomas has lost 5. Second in the championship, he's lost 5 positions. Raceboy down 1 position to 5th. Chris up 1.
A spinning Toro Rosso, and Adriel is falling back quickly.
Oh, it's 8. It's 8. He's losing. Yeah, Has he got damage? I don't think he has. We got a slow
virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car. So Al, he'll be delighted with that. 5-stop go penalty for Thomas. Collision with Perfadas. So that'll affect him in the race come his pit stop.
Well, that's not good for my top 3.
No. Yeah, well, I can't believe Dobby's down to 7th because of the penalties. I just can't believe that. It's just ridiculous. Nice one, Cody.
Taking a look at Thomas's car. I don't see any kind of damage, so should be very interesting where the damage lies on him and his collision.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking on board. It doesn't look too. Oh, he must have damage. He's struggling to turn left, so it must be on the right-hand side of the front wing. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but there's damage there. There's a Toro Rosso. He's gonna have to pit. So there's a couple of people pitting. They're gonna have to go on to the super softs, I think.
Dobby takes down a 5-second penalty for ignoring the virtual safety car.
Yeah, so Dobby's got a penalty. He's also pitting. Zio's pitting. Dobby's pitting. Zio's pitting. Sean's pitting. It's just pandemonium. And all the while, Al's just comfy as.
Yep, on board with Fruitful Coot, who is behind Al, coming down into the hairpin.
Yeah, and you just got to remember, tyre wear isn't that bad around Monaco. It's keeping the brake temperatures up, because there aren't many heavy braking zones.
I'm going to drop down to Race Boy real quick, where we have Race Boy, Fredo, and Jay Ghost all within
the virtual safety car has ended.
Indeed, they are now racing.
Yeah, so Southern on the Super Softs, he's the highest of the Super Softs runners in 8th position, but he is 7.1 seconds behind Ross. Oh, we got a spinning Mercedes! No, Mercedes! It's a McLaren! That's got to be a safety car at least! Or maybe a virtual, but Jesus, look at that, he's lost it!
Yep, Ross looks like how is that not? The wall there.
How is that not a safety car? Charlie White, what are you doing?
Al sets the fastest lap of the race with that latest lap.
Race Boy up into 4th. Yeah, the 2 Williams boys switching places.
On board with Javi, who's running in 10th between Raikkonen and 9th. Looks like Raikkonen has rejoined the session and is racing on the track today.
Has Javi pitted? Javi hasn't pitted, so Dobby's the first of the cars that has pitted. He has got plenty of free track ahead, so he could probably, he'd probably catch that back up.
Yeah, that's only a 9-second gap right there.
Yeah, so Race Boy's only half a second behind Ghost. The trouble is, it's very hard to overtake here.
Very, very true. I'm going to go on board with Mebby right now, who's making a very difficult pass through the horseshoe.
I'm on board.
He picks up 13th.
Yeah, I'm on board with Race Boy. He's trying to get past Ghost, but Ghost gets a really good exit, and in theory that should be that for another lap at least.
Al gets down into the 112s.
Javi, just behind Raikkonen now, 4 tenths. Both on the same compound.
Race Boy looks to be getting racy with Jay Ghost in 4th and 3rd.
Yeah, he's 2 tenths behind, but the only way he can get him now is if he plays it patiently and gets him down into the Noble chicane. He needs to get a good exit out of Portier, which is coming up right now, turn 8. Yeah, and he's got a good exit. Let's go on board. Yeah.
Got some slip.
He sticks it into overtake. He's going on the outside. No, he's not going to get it done there. He has to give it up.
Ghost's defending. Very nice defense.
Yeah. You're never going to get it done on the outside unless you're so much quicker, which unfortunately on this occasion he isn't. And all the while, Fredo's just keeping tabs. RN7's catching up to Profides. So out of 19 runners, we're only down 1 after 4 laps. I'm quietly impressed with that. And it was a hell of a crash. I can't believe there was no safety car, or at least a virtual. Looks like RN7's pitting. He must have some damage because there's no way his super softs are only lasting 5 laps. Let's see what compound he goes on. I'm going to guess ultra soft.
Well, now that RN is in the pit, watch for Dobby to close up that gap.
Ultra soft. Dobby's easily past him. Let's go on board with Javi as he closes up to Raikkonen. He's not going to get him done through Mazanate. Let's see what he's like. Nah, he loses a bit of time through Casino.
I'm still watching this close race for 3rd, 4th, and 5th between Jay Ghost, Race Boy, and Fredo. They're all running within 1 second of each other. Yeah,
it's a very good track for close battles. It's not so much for overtakes. But let's see what Javi can do. He's in high at the minute. He's keeping it there. He's not getting in there. Maybe just saving his tyres
a little bit of a lockup in the front left here. Now, of course, as you had said, it's very difficult to pass here. So that
picks up a penalty.
Won't hurt him as much.
And Race Boy is so much quicker than Ghost, but Ghost has track position. That's why I can't understand all these people who are trying the harder compound. It's ridiculous.
Ghost has track position and a very wide Red Bull right now.
Oh, exactly. Oh, I thought he was going to clip the barrier.
Very close. Could have seen sparks coming off the rims.
But Race Boy, he seems to have the pace. Is he going to do it? He's going to do it? No. He's going to dive bomb. He's going to get it done.
He makes the turn.
Yes, but he's done. Nice move into Maribor. But he's gone wide. Look how slow it really is. The trolley train.
Now we're going to see if Fredo can get by Jay Ghosts.
And now what we're going to see, although Raceboy's 6.1 seconds behind Fruitful, let's see what he can do in terms of closing them down. We got Sean's retired, so we're down to 18 runners. King Jack's all over A. Let's go to that. Sean's left the session. Not the race he wanted, unfortunately, but it is a hard track to get anything.
Oh, and we've got Jay Ghost drop into the pit.
Yeah, Ghost has got a 5 stop. He's got a 5-second stop go. Speeding in the pits.
Oh my! You know, it is quick. It's a quick turnoff. It's a quick slowdown from that last set of turns, and sometimes you're just a little excited and get into the pits too quickly.
Oh, Southern! What's happened to Southern? He's spinning Mick! Spinning Mick!
Oh my.
Oh, he's everywhere! Oh my god, Neve, what are you doing, son? Oh, he's not happy with that, but it's a Mercedes, so we'll forgive him. As he puts on the new front wing, so he's obviously had an incident. I'm thinking he might have had an incident with me, with Southern, to be honest. As he cannot, he must have had a second delay or something.
Back here in 5th place with Profotos, we're Raikkonen. Javi makes his move on Chris to Logan. Chris to Logan falls back to 8th. Javi to 6th or to 7th. Raikkonen now in 6th and Profotos in 5th.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Profadas and Raikkonen and Javi are all on the much harder compound. So when these hyper guys stop, they will have track position. And if a virtual safety car was to come out then, they would be primed for at least a podium.
Very true. It looks like we picked up a 5-second penalty for Mebi, and Chris Logan picked up a 3-second for multiple warning violation.
Dobby's all over Chris. Fresher tyres, and he gets it done. He's on the inside. Yeah. As Fruitful just comes out in front of Dobby, but Dobby will have the warmer tyres, so Fruitful needs to get up to grips with them. Dobby on six lap old tyres. Chris still hasn't pitted, and I think maybe lap 12 is when we'll see the hyper guys pit. So Fredo is 2.1 seconds behind Race Boy, who's 11.2 seconds behind Al. Al looks like he's just coasting at this point as we go on board. He's locked up his front right. I wonder if he's going to pit. Yeah, he does. Kimmy's
going to make a move on Profotos down through the chicane.
Yeah, I missed it. Missed it because I was on board with Al. I wonder if Race Boy's going to do the jump. Fredo gets a penalty.
Take down a 3-second penalty.
Here we go on board with Race Boy. Where's Al? Yeah, he's jumped him. So we got a new leader in Race Boy. But Al comes out. He isn't.
He gets by Provotos.
Yeah, Al's in P2 and he's already pitted. So what tyre is he on? Super soft. So that's Al pretty much gone to the end. So Al looking good here.
Picked up a 3-time penalty, 3 seconds. Sorry to interrupt you. I'll be much more careful.
No worries. just on board. Look at this, we got Fruitful right behind Roland on much fresher tyres. But where do you pass? Where do you pass on this track? There's only two places, Noble Chicane normally, and into turn 1 perhaps. But as we've seen with Raceboy, he did overtake into Maraboy. Roland goes a bit wide there. And this is just letting Javi get away for a slight second. Yeah. Yeah, we're on board. We're on board with Fruitful. He's going to do it in the tunnel. Is he? Is he going on the outside? No. Yeah. Nah, Roland lets him have the corner. He's going to try to switch back. But that's well done and complete. And on the board of this, we have Dobby, who's having a sniff. So out of all these, you'd have to...
Fruitful.
Yeah, you'd have to think Roland is going to come out around P12, perhaps, just behind Fredo. But essentially, Dobby and Profadas are not fighting for position. Al's only 5.3 seconds behind Raceboy when he's already pitted, so... Sector 3, we got yellow flags. It's King Jack. Yeah, as Fredo passes Chris. Yeah, them hypers look like they're struggling now as you see the super soft drivers just easing their way through.
We've got Dobby still working on Profotos. Like you said, it's difficult to pass here, so he's just waiting. He looks to the inside during the hairpin, but he's going to have to hold off until maybe the tunnel. He'll make his move.
Yeah. And Fruitful in the net P2 at the minute, and you'd have to say, Ghost looking good for third. I don't know if he can get them ultras to the end. That's the only thing. I don't know.
Dobby pushes Profotos wide as they go down through the chicane right there. However, he yields the position, and Adriel picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting.
Ghost is all over Dobby, but Dobby will be able to go... Al sets the fastest lap. What a surprise. Kind of get a feeling
Dobby
it's
all over Profotos.
Yeah, I'm on board with Ghost, and I'm watching the action in front. You got Dobby and Profadas. Oh, Raceboy comes out, but Ghost doesn't. Oh, and he rides into the barrier. I think Ghost is going to be... Oh, Profadas has gone wide. What, has he got damage? Oh, look at him. Ghost is all over him. Yeah, he must have damage. And we got Raceboy behind these. So this is a four-way... Dobby should get away from all these, because look at them squabbling around. It's just ridiculous. Yeah,
this is a bit of a four-way race.
Oh, you're on board with Fruitful, sorry. Fruitful going to do. Javi goes on the outside. And he's done it. Javi, very nice there. Didn't fight him too hard. He knows he's in a different race. Fruitful, P3.
He goes, looks to the outside, then the inside makes the move.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Wow! I don't know what happened, but wow! That is a great camera view. Fair play.
Yep, he is getting very impatient. Profotos is back.
Oh, he dives it! The inside! Oh, the Williams hits the Mercedes! Roland pits!
And Medi's picked up a 3-second time penalty after violating multiple warnings as well.
Wow! Just wow!
What a race. We're going to have to pay attention here while Raceboy Zio Bandino start to catch up to J-Ghost's 400.
Yeah,
he was
the thing is, Zio is on 10-lap-old tyres. I don't think he'll be able to go to the end. Not from lap 2, no way.
No, not with 27 laps remaining. I'm sure we'll see another stop.
Look at this. We're only 12 laps in. We're not even a third of the way through. Jesus Christ, what is happening? I'm losing my voice and I'm going nuts.
J-Ghost looks to be struggling with his tires a bit.
Yeah, I'm on board with Raceboy. He's got the drop. He's going to dive bomb. It's going to dive. He's going. Oh, his back tire touched. He's touched the wall. You can't go that tight. Yeah, Zio.
Penalty for Zio Bandino.
Yeah, but he had to avoid it. So I think that might get. I think you might lose that because he had to avoid the collision. Ghost picks up. I mean, this. Apart from Al, who's just having a cigar and a waffle, you know, this is anyone's because everyone's picking up penalties. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's happening.
Who the hell smokes cigars with waffles? But anyway, great analogy.
Only the Dutch. Only the Dutch. Thomas will tell you. Thomas will tell you.
All right, so a couple cars have already made their second stop.
Yeah.
Eddie, Adriel, Thomas. All
Race
on
boy
two
on
stops
the
already.
outside of Zio. Going into Maribor. They do touch for no damage. And Fredo just there as well. So we've got
Oh my.
Ghost, Zio, Raceboy and Fredo all within a couple of seconds.
And they're all entering the tunnel right now, and we're going to start to see speeds really start to pick up here.
Yeah, look at this. I'm on board with Raceboy as he heads into the Noble Chicane. Not this time. You have to keep away from that barrier because it's just deadly.
Yeah, we saw that during qualifying. That barrier can take anybody out.
There's some close back action here. I mean, it really is a case of who has the less penalties at the minute. As Raceboy tries it on the outside. Oh, he's just trying to make Zio just have a little bit of a mistake, so he can just try and get a better run out the pit exit. Pit straight. Sorry, my mistake.
I feel sometimes we're seeing Jay Ghosts try a little too hard. We're seeing his back end step out as he gets back on the throttle coming out of some of these turns.
Agreed. Raikkonen, all the while, is losing time to Fruitful. He's only 1.3 seconds behind. He's still got a pit. Mitch retired. Unlucky Mitch. Good effort. As we got extremely slow here in the Fairmont hairpin. Just keep chatting for a minute, mate.
Alright, we're going to drop down here on board real quick with Raceboy. We still see Jay Ghost, Zio Bandino, Raceboy, and Fredo all within seconds of each other. Oh my goodness, we have the Haas into the wall. Looks like Zio Bandino hit the wall there. He managed to come back in there, but he has dove into the pits. So Zio Bandino picking up a little bit of damage. Raceboy also going into the pits.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I can hear it fine on my headset, so I thought that's what you can hear. So sorry about that. I was just trying to adjust my settings. Right, Fruitful only 7 temps behind now. Yeah, he's really gained on Raikkonen here. Yeah, hiya, rip and run. Sorry, hit and run. Just let me know if you can hear the engine, because on my headset you can hear it. So, I mean, I can hear it fine. So I thought you guys could as well. So, Callie, how's your prediction looking at the minute?
Well, of course, we've got Al up there at the front, which I think we both predicted. Zio Bandino is currently running 10th and Thomas in 13th. Both Zio and Thomas have a number of penalties, so I think my top three is going to be a bit of a stretch for the others, but, you know, we still see FTR out there with an 11.9 second lead over Raikkonen right now.
Yeah, shout out to Smart, who also races in Contest of Speed Racing. He's actually leading Tier 2 championships, won last week in Spain with a great one-stop strategy. Hope you can race tomorrow. I won't be there, unfortunately. But we are having a cracking race here at Monaco as Aid quits, or retires, should I say. And all of a sudden, 7 cars are now retired.
You know, Raikkonen, Kimi, and Javi are yet to pit in this race. Everybody else has at least one stop in. Mebby down there in 14th has 3 stops already, and we're just shy of halfway through this contest.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about the tomato reference, but okay.
Tomato, no big deal.
Oh, Callie, you say tomato.
Oh, yes, I say everything. We have Fredo, once again, putting pressure on Jay Ghost.
Yeah. Ghost doing really well defending in this race so far.
He's made that Red Bull very, very wide. We see a little bit of movement with Fruitful up here, who just pulled down a small penalty as he's making his creeping moves on on Raikkonen here.
I don't think Raikkonen can stay out much longer. I think he has to. But saying that, he's on the hardest compound, so he has to make this strategy work till about lap 23, perhaps. If he can go into lap 23, he can jump onto the ultras and get to the end.
Oh, as me picked up a 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. When you see those blue flags out there, you gotta move. Zio Bandino with a 111.790. If he's able to keep that up for the rest of the day, maybe my top 3 could come true.
Yeah. I don't know about that because there's a lot of traffic ahead of Zio. So, I mean, he's running in P10 at the minute. But let's go on board with Dobby as he just hits the wall and loses some front wing, definitely on the right hand side. Yeah, Dobby's got damage, so it'll affect him on the left corners. And all of a sudden you got Fruitful right behind Raikkonen going into Mezzanine.
Oh yeah. Yep, I've been watching this race for a bit. He's right there, but as you've said so many times before, this is a very difficult place to have to make that pass.
At the minute, Raikkonen is a net P5. I mean, from where he was at Monaco, that's a bloody good race.
Very good race.
I mean, let's just have a look at the traction. Oh, Fruitful went a bit wide there at Portier, but he gets a better run. But he's just too far behind. He's just too far behind, so he's not going to get it done here. As Fruitful picks up a 3-second penalty. I got to be honest, I thought that was a bit harsh of a penalty there. But I don't make the rules.
You know, sometimes you get onto those aprons, you touch the curb a little bit, you go over the curb a little bit too much, and that's it. The stewards will be on you.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of close battles. We've got Javi fighting for... Sorry, Fruitful fighting for second place with Raikkonen, who's on 18 lap old tyres. You've got Dobby, who's after second behind Javi. You've got Race Boy.
Put a move on Perfoto.
Race Boy, let's go on board with Race Boys. I wonder if Roland's got the... Yeah, he is. Oh, I love the swimming pool section.
Through the tunnel.
It really is a section where you can just... When you nail it, it feels so good. Like my ex.
Of course, oh my. Of course, Race Boy there. Getting pressure from Zio Bandino. Here comes Race Boy again. Less than 2/10 between him and Perfotis.
Oof. And Zio's, it's all within 7 tenths. There's 3 places. Hit and run. If you don't race, you should race, man. You can do well. Well, we got a 3-way battle for 8th position here, but...
I was speaking with Perfotis a little bit earlier about the pronunciation and some of the origins of his name. He took 3 different descriptive words about himself, what he does and what he likes to do, puts it together and came up with Perfotis. Yeah,
Perfotis. Yeah, he's doing really well. I know this isn't one of his favourite tracks. But you know, he's here, he's racing and he's trying. So I mean, that's brilliant. But he goes wide.
Absolutely.
He goes wide. And Racing Boy, does he try to switch back? He can't do it. There's just no room.
He thought about it, that's for sure. But
although Roland did go wide, he had the better traction. Race Boy,
maybe just stuck in all those.
Here we go. Oh, I'm running into barrier. He's got a pit. That releases Race Boy and Zio. And Zio might get a run on Race Boy, but I don't think he's going to do it this time.
Both of them with DRS after he was able to pick it up from Perfotos when he dove into the pits.
Let's go on board with Fruitful. Oh, Fruitful again. Looks like he may have... I'm going to stay on board with Fruitful as he's gains on Raikkonen. To be fair to Raikkonen, even though he's on 19 lap old tyres, he looks like he's got pretty decent pace. As he stays out once again.
18 laps out of his next set.
No, I think what he's going to do, I think he's going to pit on lap 23 and jump onto the Ultras. I think the Ultras can make it. Yeah, I agree. Hit and run. Passing is pretty much impossible. That's why I can't believe people are qualified on super softs and ultra softs when realistically it ain't gonna happen. It's not like a Bahrain or a Silverstone where you don't need track position.
Oh, track position here is everything.
Oh, it's everything.
We go on board with Al, who's quite a nice little lead out there, if you will. 15.3 second lead.
It has been said that you win the race on the Saturday. Oh, me! Oh, sorry, me. Fruitful touches Raikkonen, but he doesn't spin him, thankfully. I don't know if that was because Raikkonen's struggling on them tyres now. But look at the track. Oh, Raikkonen's got damage. Raikkonen's got damage. He's gonna have to pit. He's gonna have to pit. No, he stays out, but he's 100% got damage.
He's got damage. He's got old tires.
Meeb's retired.
It's almost time for him.
Meeb's had enough. Meeb's had enough. Raikkonen's picked up a penalty. Yeah.
I really thought we would see Javi close up that. He's fallen back. That little collision that caused the slowdown right ahead of him. Unable to capitalize on that mistake.
Meeb's left the session.
So our close races for the moment is Raikkonen and Fruitful Coot. We've got Javi and Dabi all within a second, and of course Raceboy and Zio Bandino still sitting back there in 8th and 9th within 1 second of each other. Everybody else has a fairly decent gap between them. Looks like half of the remaining field has made 2 stops. The rest are on 1 stop, and of course Javi and Raikkonen somehow, someway have not made a pit stop and are still competitive in the top 5.
Yeah, I can't believe Raikkonen's keeping Fruitful behind. I know this is Monaco, but holy shit, how well is he doing? How well is he doing on them tires?
He's doing very well, and Dabi now playing around with Javi, constantly looking for somewhere to take advantage. Javi just making that Force India so wide, making it nearly impossible to pass anywhere in the 2 opportunities that this track presents.
Yeah, I mean, look at Al. Al's got a 17.1 second gap to second place. He doesn't have to pit. If you're Al, do you think about pitting again and just making sure you've got the tyres to get home? Because I'm pretty sure a pit stop around here is not 17 seconds.
That's a very good question. I don't have an answer for you right there. I mean,
the trouble is with another pit stop, you know, you could always hit the barrier after you pit and then you've lost your advantage. So I think he's probably...
If you don't pit, you have the opportunity to hit a barrier and never make it to the pits.
Yeah, so there's only a few close battles at the minute, and that seems to be just Dobby and Gary. Everyone else seems to have, you know, everyone seems to have got their position and they're quite content with it. I mean, you got Ghost who's just come out on the Ultra Softs. So where's Ghost? He's coming to the...
dropping time here.
Well, Raikkonen, yeah, he is. But I actually thought he'd pit lap 23, so he's gone past my prediction.
He's definitely got damage. You can tell by the way that car is handling. He is struggling to hold on to that car.
So by my recollection, Raikkonen pits, he'll come out in P5 ahead of Fredo. But look at the lead. Raikkonen is now 19.5 seconds behind. So he's just lost.
Al can pit and get out of there.
Yeah, Al's just gained 2 seconds within 1 lap. So
I'm gonna go on board with Al and watch his race progress here, and I'll call when he goes into the pit.
So I mean, this battle's been going on for a good 6-7 laps now at least, with Raikkonen and Fruitful. Unfortunately,
coming up on some backmarker traffic here. He's going to start to make his way through.
Unfortunately, Fruitful's long-term teammate, Beast Move, isn't racing tonight. I think he's ill. Cough.
A little too much partying for him.
Yeah, too
Thomas
much.
Yields and the blue flag. Lets Al through the tunnel.
Yeah. But you got Ghost who's 6.6 seconds behind Thomas, but Thomas is on 14 lap old super softs, whereas Ghost is on ultra softs, which will get to the end. So that could be something to look at the end. So Dobby still can't get past Javi. He's doing a cracking job there in the Racing Point Force India.
So Al stays out for another lap, going on lap 25 of 39, now 26 of 39. So 13 laps remaining. We are past halfway here. And some guys, Meb was on 4 stops, and then before he had to take a DNF. But most people here on 2, still a few on 1, and amazingly, Raikkonen and Javi still with no pit stop.
Yeah, but Javi hasn't pitted either, so that'll release Dobby. So at the minute, the top 3 is looking like Al, Fruitful, and Dobby.
It is looking that way with Fredo. Looks like Fredo's not going to be able to take advantage if these guys jump into the pits. But we'll see what happens.
But look at these. Javi's got, well, he's 15 places up from where he started, and Raikkonen 16. Obviously, that'll come down once they pit, but that's brilliant, that is. And the tyre management Kimi's doing right now is just phenomenal.
Breezy says everyone gets sick when Monaco comes around. It must be something with the air in Monaco. Maybe it's a little bit too warm. Some people get heat stroke. But yeah, it is interesting that when Monaco comes around, you know, people are just a little bit too tired to race.
Well, yeah, it is, but we've had 19 races here today, so I don't think we can say that about this race. I mean, I don't know how many full grids they've had, but they've definitely had less than 19 before.
We've got a yellow in sector 2.
You know, this is
sure who that is.
This is the crown and the jewel of Formula One racing. Fruitful looks so much better up into in sector 1. He looks so much quicker.
Logan slowing down.
We got a pit. Javi's pitted. Fredo jumps him. Where's Race Boy? He's nowhere.
Fruitful still being held up behind Raikkonen Kimi as they come through the pool section.
Sector 2, we got a yellow flag. Yeah, it was Ghost.
Javi pulls down another 3-second penalty for corner.
I think Ghost hit that barrier, and he must have damage, because he's really, really slow. Yeah, I wonder if he's going to pit here and go onto the hypers. No, he's staying out. So it's obviously some sort of damage, but not enough to pit. So let's go back on board with Fruitful, because at the minute, that's the only battle really going on the track.
Yes, Chris Logan, 47.6 seconds behind, must be having some issues with the setup in his car today.
So at the minute, Al will be increasing his lead to 29 points over Tom, who's in 9th position. And Toro Rosso will be increasing their lead over Haas and the constructors. So even though Al's only got, it's only him and Toro Rosso except for Aid, who doesn't race every week, it looks like they will increase their advantage heading into Canada next week.
Aid ending up in 14th today.
Surely, well, I think it's almost set in gold that Raikkonen's going to be going on to the hypers now.
Al is going down the backstretch one more time, putting lap number 29.
It's going to be tight between Raikkonen and Fredo, because Fredo's about 18.5 seconds behind Raikkonen, and I think that's about a pit stop's width. So let's see what Raikkonen does here. Yeah, he's boxing. Unfortunately, he has got someone in front of him. Fruitful jumps into second.
Go into the pits right there?
No, Javi went a few laps ago, but he's too far back. Yep. Let's have a look. Let's stay on board with Fredo. Yeah. Fredo. On board with Fredo as he enters
up there.
The pit straight. Where's Raikkonen? Oh no, he's comfortably out. There he is. So Raikkonen did jump. Does stay in front of Fredo. Obviously, Fredo was ahead of Raikkonen in qualifying. And he's got the tyres, but that really should be that done. But Al has got a 25-second lead over Fruitful, who has then in turn got a 13-second lead over Dobby. Let's just stay. You watch Raikkonen gain on Dobby. Yeah, I agree. Silverstone is awesome. I'm lucky enough to go there every year, and I'll be there next year in Stowe. Famous for, you know, Schumacher crashing there in 1999. So we're in the final third of this race now, and it has to be said, Al hasn't really had any trouble. He's looking good for 25 points, barring a mistake. But with penalties, from 4th downwards, it could be anyone's. Zio picks up another penalty. So Fredo hasn't actually gained or lost any positions. That's fairly good for Monaco. Oh, he's nearly lost it. He's nearly lost it. Oh, heart in his mouth there. So at the minute, Callie, who's your driver of the day, if you was to have an opinion on it?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. I mean, Al stepping out quite a bit in the lead is impressive. But, you know, we've seen Dobby, we've seen Raikkonen, we've seen some really, really good battles today. So, obviously, I think it's going to be between Dobby and Raikkonen just for the battling that we've seen. Raceboy picks up a 3-second penalty after multiple warnings. Raceboy currently running back in 7th.
Yeah. So, look, Kimmy's right on Dobby. Go on, lad. That almost looked like it let me through. Dobby has got damage. He must have. There's no way that was a... Nah, that looked too easy. Nah, that looked too easy. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I don't know. I think you got Raikkonen who's gained 15 positions. You got Javi who's gained 13. But my driver of the day at the minute has to be Al. He's just dominated this race from start to finish. Yeah. And he's, you know, he's nearly half a lap in front.
You know, we saw the crash earlier in the day, saw a minor virtual safety car, and these guys were able to just stick it out through all of that and really put on one heck of a show here today as we come into lap 32 to soon to be 33 of 39.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Javi, who is on the ultra soft. They're only 4 laps old, and he is catching Fredo, who I think might have damage, and he's on 22 lap old super softs. So, come the end of the race, this might be a battle for 5th position.
Yep, give it a few laps.
Oh yeah, he's there. He's there. He's only 1.8 behind. Let's just have a look how Fredo takes Sander Bond, because if he's got damage on the left, it'll hit him this corner. Oh yeah, he's so slow around there. Javi's just on the throttle so much earlier. By the way, guys, to you who are tuning in, don't forget this Sunday at 6 PM. It's the Fair League race. Fair Online Racing League versus Contest of Speed at Germany, 6 PM, where yours truly will be hosting, commentating with Hit and Run, Tier 2 driver. Oh, that's a terrible camera. Yeah, look at Javi. He's right there. He's right there.
That's the only battle going on right now. That's within 1 second. Quick rundown for those listening out there. We've got Al in first, Fruitful Coot in second, Raikkonen in third, Dobby, Fredo, Javi in 4th, 5th, and 6th respectively. Raceboy, Zio Bandino in 8th, Thomas in 9th, Jay Ghost in 10th, Perfotis in 11th, and Chris to Logan in 12th. 58 seconds back from Perfotis.
Yeah, I think if I'm Fredo, I'm letting Java go, because I don't want to let him. I don't want to fight him. I'll lose too much time. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, that's good. That's good race management. That I think that's. I think he has to do that. 100%.
Well, he tags the wall, trying to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, I know it's rip and run, but hit and run sounds much better after your Azerbaijan shenanigans. So I will be introducing you as hit and run.
Shenanigans they were.
Oh yeah, but it looked bloody great, to be fair.
So
Yeah.
Al and Fruitful Coot, both on 25 lap
Yeah.
old super softs.
Yeah.
Coming up on 35, what is your play in this situation? When you know you've got Raikkonen and Kimi sitting back there in ultra softs, who's, yes, he's a ways back, but he can carve up those laps as these guys are suffering on those super softs. What do you do here, Ricky?
Well, if it's me, I think if I'm Al, I'm staying out because I can put on lean fuel, turn off the ERS, and just coast it home because that's all he's got to do. I think he might have one penalty, but sector 3. Hang on a minute, just sector 3. We have it's Chris Logan. He spun it at the swimming pool section. Sorry, if I'm Al, I'm just coasting it home. I'm taking it easy. I don't need to go full throttle. The victory is in the bag.
On board with our leader right now is climbing his way up the hill.
Yeah. And the fact is his tyres look pretty decent as well, so look how easy he's taking it. He's just coasting. He's lifting and coasting through the corners. Yeah, he knows the crack. He's just taking it home now. He doesn't need to fight. Don't be surprised
if you see. He doesn't want to get tangled up with those back markers. Back markers either.
Yeah, don't be surprised if he loses some time to Fruitful by about 10 seconds, just taking it ultra careful. Because you got to think, you can still retire even going slow, so he still has to be cautious. Yeah, he's already on the throttle here. The Fruitful's only just coming up to the Fairmont Hotel hairpin, so I just wonder, there's 4 laps left. Can Raikkonen catch Fruitful?
Well, I mean, he's got to put in almost 2 seconds a lap faster pace to make that happen over these last 3 laps. We'll see what happens. As long as Fruitful stays nice and clean, he should be able to pull this off.
But guess who's catching? Javi is catching Dobby on them 8-lap old Ultra Softs.
Yes, no surprise there as Dobby is on 33-lap-year-old Super Softs. No surprise that Javi's picking up speed.
Javi's also got much more ERS, so that's quite interesting as well. Chris Logan has picked up another penalty.
My goodness, he's got so many penalties, he's going to end up in another time zone.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Chris himself said that he's not a fan of Monaco. So, I mean, fair dues, he's having a go. I know he's racing tomorrow, so maybe this will help him in his decision-making tomorrow.
FTR coming up on some parts on the track. It looks like somebody may have hit the wall pretty hard, left some pieces of carbon fiber out there. We're going to hope he gets through that okay and doesn't pull a flat.
Yeah, he's just overtaken a Haas of Zio.
Raikkonen has that lead gap cut down to 6 seconds now.
Yeah, but he's also only got 2.5 laps to go, so I think that'll be too much, even on Ultra Softs.
Fruitful made a little bit of a mistake there. He's a little bit of a tank slapper, if you will, if you're a motorcycle rider. Yeah. That's letting Kimi pick up a second.
5.5 now, 5.9, but Javi only 2 seconds behind Dobby. I think we could be in for a photo finish here.
Javi now within 2 seconds of Dobby.
Yeah. And he's gaining all the time. He's now down to 1.6. So he's got 2 laps. He's got 2 laps.
5-second gap. 2 laps to go.
Yeah. Kimi's 5
point with our leader.
Yeah. No, this Javi might overtake Delby, but I don't think Kimi's going to get there in time for Fruitful.
Our leader touching the wall a little bit there as he's making his right turn, headed up the pit straight.
Yeah. All in all, I'd have to say it's just been quite an entertaining race, considering it's Monaco and there has been really close wheel-to-wheel action, but not too many overtakes, you know, in the nature of the course, so that's to be expected.
Yes, it's bittersweet that the rain managed to hold off. Of course.
I'm interested to see what is going to happen with Dobby and his five place penalty, because I think Mitch was blocking the pit entrance essentially. So, but look at this, Raikkonen 3.6 behind Fruitful now. Is he going to do it? Is he running out of time? Javi only 1 second behind Dobby. Oh, Javi's there. Javi is there. It's just about whether or not he's going to have a place to overtake. Zio's having a real bad day at the office.
So I'm going to go on board with our leader, FT.
Oh, Javi! He lost it! He lost it over the bump! He lost it over the bump! I don't know if he picked up damage, but if he has, that could be game, shot, or match.
Javi unable to capitalize.
Well, I just wonder. Fruitful's got quite a few penalties. I don't know if Raikkonen has, so maybe Raikkonen will get it on account of penalties. But Javi's still back there, so I don't think he has. Sector 1, there's a... No.
Our leader going through the pool section right now,
yeah.
Headed down the hill into the tunnel, rather.
Yeah.
Blazing through the tunnel. He's got a 31.5 second dominant lead on this pack on the last lap of the race.
Yeah, so I'm on board with 4th and 5th, and the lead is only 20 seconds behind him. Oh, Javi's lost some time somewhere. Turn 1. Yeah, Raikkonen's...
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
on
board with your leader, FTR.
Yeah.
I'll let you call.
Al's done it. He's done it from start to finish. Congratulations. Cracking win, cracking result. Did not look at all in trouble at any stage. Well done. Fruitful is 2.1 seconds ahead of Raikkonen, but I have a feeling Raikkonen's going to get this on account of penalties.
I'm watching Javi and Dobby. This will be interesting to see how their penalty times play out, as they are less than 1 second apart coming through the tunnel.
Yeah, Javi's really struggling on that chicane. Let's go back on board with Raikkonen. Raikkonen, does he jump in? Yes, he does. He does jump in. So it is Al, Raikkonen, Fruitful. Now the next one is Javi and Dobby. Let's have a look. Does Dobby get it? Dobby does get it. Congratulations, Dobby and Javi. Yeah, so that is it. That is the Monaco Grand Prix.
Congratulations goes out to Al.
Yeah.
FTR Al, your winner today.
I think
laps of good racing.
And all three of them deserve to be on the podium, 100%. Especially Al and Raikkonen, who both did amazing stints on their tyres.
That constructor, Toro Rosso, standing on the top step.
Yeah. So Al increases his lead over Thomas. I believe it's 29 points now. He's in lead, so he's happy with that lead heading into Canada. Let's just, do you want to just do a roundup of it? Look at that, Al, no penalties.
Sure. Al, no penalties. Your position 1, Raikkonen number 2, Fruitful 2, number 3, Dobby in 4th, Javi in 5th, Fredo 6th, Raceboy Thomas, Zio Bandino in 7th, 8th, and 9th, Jay Ghost Profotos, Chris to Logan in 12th. Meb is in 13th. Mebby, however you say it. I will catch up with you soon to learn that. Mitch King is in 16th. And Southern in 18th. Sean 18th rather, and Ross coming in 19th with his DNF. As far as incidents go, a lot of warnings, couple stop and go, and of course, a lot of time added on.
Alright, let's invite some people. Yeah. Hang on, I'm just going to invite someone to chat. Fucking hell, I want to get Raikkonen. Gimme. Oh, where is he? Alright. So, just going to get a couple of racers in for post-race interviews. Second place man Kimmy hopefully will join us, and Thomas, who unfortunately won't be happy. He got lapped by the lad who is actually winning the championship. Hi, Tom.
Hey, man.
Hi, Tom. So I got to ask you. You're second in the championship, and the championship leader laps you. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I'm pretty ashamed of myself, but it was all to do with the whole thing. I was on my in lap. I had no view. I wanted to get out of the way, but Chaffee hit me, which was understandable because I parked it in a stupid way. So I got 5-second place grip penalty. Started in the middle of the pack.
Yep.
Fucked Sean his race. I did everything wrong today. Picked up no penalties. Don't know how, but still.
Yep.
Yeah, and he was so much quicker. Fully deserved to win, and yeah, I can't say anything else. I've never seen me getting lapped, so that was for the first time.
Is it a case of forget it and move on to Canada now, or and put some practice in for that?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've had a league race earlier there, so the setup should be fine. But still, some practice should be alright, and get on to the next one. Please, let me forget this one really fast because it was horrible.
Well, you still picked up some points, so you never know. Come the end of the season, these extra few points you picked up here might actually make a difference. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe I get some penalties because Sean can. I don't know, he's reserve driver, but still he can give in his point of view and give me a penalty. Maybe Chaffee does. I don't know. We will see.
Okay, mate. Well, no doubt I'll see you in a week. Good luck for Canada next week.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Hopefully some better time next.
Yeah, no doubt.
Horrible. Goodbye, guys.
Ciao, mate. Kimmy.
Yep.
Excellent race, 18th to 2nd.
Yeah.
How, you got to be feeling pretty good, right?
Yeah. After the quali, I can just only feel good right now. I didn't expect that, but when I started, I was like, you try and you wait for what happened, and there was I know there was going to be many crash on the race, so it's just a race. You try to push, but to be patient. Wait to some people make some mistake, and it happened. So
Yeah, is it?
I'm glad it happened.
You went quite a distance on them super softs. Is that something that you've been practicing quite a lot on?
What did you say?
Like the strategy, is that something that you've practiced a lot at? Is the strategy leading up to the race?
Yeah, it was my first race in 50% there, so I think my setup was enough good for the race, but it wasn't. I still some problem with temperature, so I try to to get to how to say, to keep critical on my back the much possible, because I know at the end I could catch him fast. So more time I can say front of him, then I could catch him at the end, but it was not easy.
Yeah.
It didn't let me breathe, so
Yeah.
it was very hard.
Yeah, you were battling for a while. It looked towards the end of the race that you kind of let him pass rather than fight him. Did you know that he had more penalties than you? And was that the reason for you letting him pass?
I know he had 6 seconds, so I had two. I took three seconds stupid when I was defending against him. I missed my break and I took just 3 warning on the race and it cost 3 seconds, so it was pity. But I know if I was pushing him, maybe he can take another penalty. So I was trying to push and wait to see. But,
Yeah, awesome job there, Kimmy.
yeah, thank you.
Surely someone's driver of the day. I think if Al didn't dominate the race as much as he did, you'd be getting my vote.
Yeah, he had very good pace, especially his quali lap was very good. I don't know if I could race him, but he looked very very fast. I don't think so. I could match him, but
yeah,
he was very good.
Yeah, well, good luck in Canada next week. I know it's obviously a bit more you can overtake a hell of a lot more than you can around Monaco. So good luck there.
Yeah, good luck for you tomorrow.
I'm not actually going to race, mate. I've actually got work, so. Yeah, shame, but there you go. All right, well, we're going to end the stream, but not before announcing that on Sunday we have an event full throttle. It is Contest of Speed versus Fair League Racing, if I've pronounced that right. It's 6 p.m. It's at Germany. 10 drivers of each league, and yeah, tune in on our YouTube channel, Cost F1. Callie, it's been a privilege as usual.
Well, thank you very much for having me today, Ricky. We will catch you next week.
Yeah, brilliant. Canada Grand Prix next week, so stay tuned. Yeah, tune in for that. Happy days. So yeah, see you next week.